Hello, and welcome. Today we are going to talk about something really important. It's a number that plays a huge role in your financial life. We are talking about your credit score. Think of it like a grade for how you handle money. It's a simple 3-digit number, usually between 300 and 850. Lenders use this number to decide if they should lend you money. Banks, credit card companies. A higher score means you are seen as a lower risk. This can make a big difference in your life. A good score can open doors to better opportunities for you and your family. Don't worry, I am going to give you a simple promise. Clear, easy steps to understand and build your credit score, piece by piece. So, let's get started on this journey together. Alright, to improve your credit score you first need to understand exactly what goes into it. It's not some mysterious number pulled from thin air. It's a calculated grade based on your financial habits, and knowing the formula is the first step to mastering the test. Think of it like a secret recipe, a recipe for financial health. And just like any great dish, the final result depends on the quality and proportion of each ingredient. Get the mix right, and you'll create something lenders find very appealing. There are 5 main ingredients the major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, use to calculate your score. While the exact weighting can vary slightly between scoring models like FICO and VantageScore, the core components are always the same. Let's break them down, one by one, starting with the most important. The first and most important ingredient is your payment history. This makes up a massive 35% of your score. That's more than 1/3 of the entire recipe, making it the absolute foundation of your creditworthiness. The question it answers is simple. Do you pay your bills on time? This includes credit card bills, car loans, mortgages, student loans, any debt that gets reported to the credit bureaus. Every single late payment can have a negative impact, and the later the payment, the worse the damage. A payment that's 30 days late is bad, but one that's 60 or 90 days late is significantly more harmful. These negative marks can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. Lenders want to see a long, consistent history of on-time payments. This is the bedrock, the foundation of a good score. It shows you are reliable and can be trusted to pay back what you borrow. Even one slip-up can crack that foundation. The second biggest ingredient is the total amount you owe, which is most often discussed in terms of your credit utilization ratio. This makes up about 30% of your score, so it's nearly as critical as your payment history. So, what is it? It's the percentage of your available revolving credit that you're currently using. In simpler terms, it's your total credit card balances divided by your total credit card limits. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine you have 2 cards. Card 1 has a $1,000 limit and a $200 balance. Card 2 has a $2,000 limit and an $800 balance. Your total balance is $1,000, and your total limit is $3,000. That means your overall utilization is 33%. Experts suggest keeping this number below 30% across all your cards, and the lower, the better. In fact, people with the highest credit scores often keep their utilization below 10%. Why does this matter so much? High balances can signal to lenders that you might be financially overextended or too reliant on debt to manage your expenses. Keeping those balances low is a powerful and relatively fast way to boost your score. Next up, making up about 15% of your score, is the length of your credit history. This is all about time. Lenders look at several time-related factors: the age of your oldest credit account, the age of your newest credit account, and, most importantly, the average age of all your accounts combined. A longer credit history generally gives lenders more confidence. This is precisely why financial advisors almost universally say not to close your old, unused credit cards, especially if they don't have an annual fee. Closing your oldest account can dramatically lower the average age of your history, which can cause your score to drop. Think of it this way: an older account is like a long-term reference on your financial resume. It shows a longer track record of responsibility and provides more data for lenders to evaluate. The more positive history you have, the more predictable and less risky you appear. Now, for our last 2 ingredients, which are tied in importance. First is your credit mix, which accounts for about 10% of your score. This factor looks at the different types of credit you have. Lenders like to see that you can successfully manage both revolving credit, like credit cards and lines of credit, and installment loans, which have fixed payments for a set term, like auto loans, mortgages, or personal loans. Having a healthy mix suggests you're a versatile and experienced borrower. But here's a crucial piece of advice: you should never take on debt you don't need just to improve your credit mix. The potential benefit to your score is small and not worth the interest payments and financial risk of a new loan. This factor is more of a bonus for having a diverse financial life, not a goal to actively pursue by taking on debt. Finally, we have new credit, which also makes up the last 10%. This ingredient looks at how recently and how frequently you've applied for new credit. Every time you apply for a loan or credit card, it typically results in a hard inquiry on your report. 1 or 2 inquiries here and there are normal, but opening too many new accounts in a short period can be a red flag for lenders. It might suggest you're in financial trouble or taking on more debt than you can handle. Each hard inquiry can temporarily dip your score by a few points, and the effect of multiple inquiries can add up. So, the key is to apply for new credit sparingly, and only when you truly need it. Okay, let's get into our very first action step. This is your starting point, the foundational move that makes everything else possible. Before you can build a skyscraper, you need to survey the land and understand the ground you're building on. That's exactly what we're doing right now for your financial future. Think of it like stepping on a scale before starting a new fitness plan. You need that initial number, that baseline measurement to track your progress and see how far you've come. Without it, you're just guessing. The same principle applies directly to your financial health. You cannot improve your score if you do not know what it is. So, the first task is to check your credit score. And right alongside it, you need to check your credit report. These two items are a package deal. One gives you the what, and the other gives you the why. So, where do you find your score? The good news is, it's easier than ever. Many banks, credit card companies, and free websites offer your score at no cost. If you have a credit card with a major bank, log into your online account or mobile app. You'll often find a Check Your Score or Free Credit Score link right on the dashboard. And let's clear up a common myth right away. Checking your own score is what's known as a soft inquiry. It does not, under any circumstances, lower your score. So you can, and should, check it as often as you like without fear. It only takes a few minutes to sign up for one of these services. You'll need to provide some basic information to confirm your identity, like your name, address, and social security number. This is a standard and secure process, and then you'll see your number. Whatever it is, high, low, or somewhere in the middle, don't judge it, just acknowledge it. This is your starting line, but remember, the score is only half the story. The other more important part is your credit report. Think of the score as your final grade in a class, but the report is the detailed transcript showing every single assignment, test, and attendance mark that led to that grade. The report is where the real work begins. It lists all your credit accounts, both open and closed. It shows your payment history for each one, detailing if you were on time or late. It lists how much you owe on each account, the credit limits, and the age of the accounts. This is the raw data that determines your score. There are 3 major credit bureaus that compile these reports: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. By law, you are entitled to a free copy of your report from each of these 3 bureaus every single week. The official government-authorized source for this is annualcreditreport.com. Be sure you're on the correct site. Getting your score and downloading all 3 reports should not take more than 10 minutes. Set a timer. This is an achievable bite-sized task you can complete right now. Once you have the reports, your next job is to become a detective. Read each report carefully. You're looking for errors because they are surprisingly common and can be devastating to your score. Look for an account that's not yours, a sign of potential identity theft. Scrutinize your payment history. Is there a payment marked late that you know you paid on time? Check the balances. Is there an incorrect balance reported? Maybe a debt that's already been paid off but is still showing as due? Even a misspelled name or old address can cause problems. If you find an error, make a list. For each error, note which bureau's report it's on. Then, you must dispute it. You can do this easily online, through each bureau's website, or you can send a formal letter by mail. Clearly explain what's wrong and if possible include proof. For example, if a payment is marked late, a bank statement showing the on-time payment is perfect evidence. Once you file a dispute, the credit bureau has about 30 days to investigate your claim with the creditor who reported the information. If they find you're right, they are legally required to correct the error. This single action, disputing and removing an inaccuracy, can sometimes boost your score significantly and almost instantly. It's the most powerful first move you can make. So, your 10-minute task is clear. Get your score, download your 3 reports, and start your review. Let's get it done. Now, let's focus on the single most influential habit for your financial health. If your credit score were a championship team, this next factor would be its star player, the MVP, the one element that carries more weight than any other. We're talking about your payment history. This is the undisputed champion of credit score factors, accounting for a massive 35% of your FICO score. The core principle is deceptively simple: paying your bills on time, every single time. It's the bedrock upon which a great credit score is built. Think of it as the foundation of a house. Without a solid, consistent payment history, everything else you do to build your credit can become unstable. Every on-time payment is a vote of confidence you cast for yourself in the eyes of lenders. It demonstrates reliability and financial responsibility, telling the world that when you borrow money, you can be trusted to pay it back as agreed. The impact of this factor is immense, and it cuts both ways. Let's consider the negative first. Just one single payment that is reported as 30 days late can have a devastating and immediate effect, potentially tanking your score by 60 to 110 points, depending on your starting score. The higher your score, the further it can fall. And that negative mark isn't a temporary blip. It can linger on your credit report like a stubborn stain for up to 7 long years. The severity also increases with time. A 60-day late payment is worse than a 30-day, and a 90-day late payment is worse still. But here's the good news. The opposite is profoundly true as well. Every month you pay your bills on time, you add another positive entry to your report. A long, unbroken streak of on-time payments is one of the most powerful ways to build the strength and resilience of your credit score over time. It's a slow and steady marathon, not a sprint, but your consistency will be rewarded. So, how do we guarantee this consistency and protect ourselves from a simple mistake? The easiest, most effective strategy is to automate the process. Set up automatic payments for every single one of your recurring bills: credit cards, car loans, student loans, your mortgage. This is your first line of defense. You have several options here, so you can choose what works best for your budget and cash flow. You can set it to pay the full statement balance, which is ideal for avoiding interest charges on credit cards. Or, you can choose to pay the minimum amount due. This is a fantastic safety net, as it guarantees you'll never be marked late. A third option is to pay a fixed amount each month, which can help with consistent budgeting. You can typically set this up in one of two places. You can do it through your bank's online bill pay service, where you can manage payments for many different companies all in one place. Alternatively, and often more directly, you can log into the online portal for your credit card issuer or lender and configure autopay right there. The best part: this isn't a huge, time-consuming project. Setting up one automatic payment takes about 5 minutes per bill. Invest one afternoon, and you can build a fortress around your payment history that will protect you for years. Even if you can't afford to pay the full balance right now, setting up an autopay for the minimum amount is a critical move. It ensures you avoid those damaging late marks and protects your score from accidental oversight. Think of it as your non-negotiable baseline. The minimum payment is sent, your on-time history is secured, and you've bought yourself peace of mind. Then, with that safety net in place, you can, and should, log in and manually add more money towards the balance before the due date whenever possible. This allows you to pay down your debt faster and save on interest, all while your score is shielded from late fees and negative reporting. If autopay isn't for you, or if you want a backup, creating a robust reminder system is the next best thing. Don't just rely on your memory. Use your phone's calendar to set multiple alerts, perhaps 1 week before the due date and another 2 days before. Use a dedicated reminder app, or go analog with a physical calendar or a planner where you write down each due date and physically check it off when paid. The specific tool doesn't matter. What matters is that you pick a system you will actually use and stick with it. In the world of credit, consistency is everything. Making your on-time payments a non-negotiable part of your financial routine will pay off in tangible ways, opening doors to better interest rates, higher credit limits, and the financial freedom you deserve. But what if it happens? What if you get busy, forget, and miss a payment? First, and most importantly, do not panic. Panicking leads to inaction. The single most important thing to do is to pay it as quickly as possible. The sooner, the better. Here's why speed is critical. Creditors typically don't report late payments to the credit bureaus until they are a full 30 days past the due date. If it's been less than 30 days, you can often pay the bill, maybe incur a small late fee, but completely avoid any damage to your credit score. Once it's paid, take the next step. Call your lender. If you generally have a good payment history with them, politely explain what happened. it was a simple oversight, and ask if they would be willing to make a goodwill adjustment and waive the late fee. They are not obligated to do so and they might refuse, but it never ever hurts to ask. A history of on-time payments is your leverage here. From this point on, recommit to your system. Double-check your auto payments, add extra reminders, and make a promise to yourself. On time, every time. This is a habit you only need to build once. Take the time now to create a system that makes on-time payments automatic and effortless. Then, let that system carry you forward, protecting your score and building a positive financial future with every single payment. Our next big step is your credit utilization. High balances can be a major drag. Lenders see risk. One of the fastest ways to help your score is paying down balances. Aim below 30% on each card and overall. With a $2,000 limit, try to keep your balance under $600. Create a strategy to pay down your debt. Avalanche saves most on interest. Snowball gives quick wins and momentum. Choose what feels right. Avalanche, attack card A. Snowball, wipe out card B for an early victory. Either way, reduce total debt. As balances drop, utilization improves. Scores often lift within a month or two. You can ask for a credit limit increase. If approved, your utilization can drop instantly, but only if you won't spend the extra room. The goal is a lower ratio, not more debt. The long game. Why old accounts and smart choices matter. Building a truly great score is a marathon, not a sprint. About 15% is long-term stability. Keep old credit accounts open, even if you rarely use them. Closing can shorten your average age and dip your score. If there's an annual fee, ask for a waiver or switch to a no-fee card. Product changes often preserve history. Applications create hard inquiries. One or two? Minor? Many at once. Risky. Space applications by months, especially 6 to 12 months before a mortgage or auto loan. Avoid opening new accounts to look stable. Paying on time, keeping balances low, and letting accounts age. These steady habits build an excellent score for years to come. Fixing errors and getting a little help. 1 in 5 consumers has an error. Correcting a wrong, late, or unknown account can lift your score 20, 50, or more points in 30 to 60 days. Become an authorized user with a family member or trusted friend who has low balances and on-time history. Confirm the issuer reports authorized users. Agree on whether you'll use the card. Even without using it, being listed can help. Great for a young starter. No history. Consider a secured card. Put down a small deposit, make small purchases, pay on time. After 6 to 12 months of responsible use, many banks upgrade you to unsecured and refund your deposit. It's a safe, low-risk way to prove creditworthiness and build history from the ground up. Common mistakes that can set you back. Only paying the minimum keeps you current but barely lowers balances. Interest piles up and utilization stays high. Pay more than the minimum. Closing old cards reduces total limit, spiking utilization, and eventually erases history, shortening average age. Keep them unless unavoidable fees. Use a small purchase every few months to keep it active. Opening many new accounts for bonuses, stacks inquiries, and lowers average age. Be selective. Favor long-term value. Avoiding credit can also hurt. No history makes approvals tough. Don't fear credit, use it as a tool. By using credit wisely and avoiding these pitfalls, you'll stay on the right track to a better score. Your simple 3-step plan. Starting today, right now. Building a good credit score is not a mystery. It is about creating positive habits. Pay on time. Keep balances ideally below 30%. Keep old accounts open. Be thoughtful with new accounts. Check reports for errors. First, check your score and get your free credit reports. Second, set autopay for at least the minimum on one bill. Third, pay a little extra on your highest balance card, even $20. Follow this plan for 3 months and track your progress. You'll likely see small improvements and build confidence. Then add more auto pays, a stronger payoff plan, and an annual credit report habit. You can absolutely do this. The power to change your financial future is in your hands. It starts today with one small action. Make a plan, stick with it, be patient. Your future self will thank you for it.